Hello, today I want to share with you more mistakes that some of us tend to do when starting a ketogenic diet, or even when you've been on a ketogenic diet for a while. So I've done a lot of research and see what other people struggle with, but these 5 things that I'm going to share with you are 5 mistakes that I've actually done myself. So I'm speaking from experience, and I'm going to give you tools and ideas and tips on how to avoid that kind of challenge and struggle. So I wrote them down so that I don't forget any of them, right? So if you see me looking down, that's why. So number 1 is increasing fat too fast, right? And having digestive issues. This is definitely something that I've done in the past. It's not fun. You feel like crap. You might be spending too much time in the bathroom, but you feel just like not how you're supposed to feel, right? Everyone feels great on keto sometimes, and just like you feel like crap. So first of all, start slow. Increase your fat slowly and go at your own pace. Find your pace, right? Sometimes we're desperate to hit our goals so quickly that we just go from regular fat intake, or some people low fat intake, to a keto crazy fat intake that your body needs a little bit of time to adjust to that, right? So one thing you can do as you increase the fat, before meals, using apple cider vinegar, lemon juice. I used to make a drink with apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and a little bit of sea salt and some water, and have that before the meal. Maybe not too close so your belly's not full, but it doesn't need to be much at all. But that will allow you to digest better. You might need digestive enzymes. If you just try that, see what works for you, but make sure that you're chewing like crazy, hydrating throughout the day, because a dehydrated body will not be able to digest food as well. That's just reality, in my opinion. What else? Yeah, staying hydrated. So make sure that you're doing that, and make sure you're increasing slowly, or this will suck. This is not fun at all. Number 2, one that I did recently, forcing keto if it's not working for you, right? I know when you're transitioning into keto, like when you're getting into ketosis, that's tough. I know that. I know there's challenges along the way, but if you've been in it for a little while, and if it's not working, and if you've tried it, everything, of course, 2 things, right? Educate yourself to make sure that you're doing the right things. Make sure you're taking whatever you need to take. Make sure you're eating the right things. Make sure you're educated enough to say, like, okay, I know enough so that I can make it work, but it's not working for me, right? So make sure you're educating yourself, and of course make adjustments, right? Not with the first tough day that you have. It's not like you're gonna give up, and right? It will take some adjustments. It will take some time. But if you've been in it for a little while and you feel like crap, maybe it's not the diet for you. I don't know if this diet is for every single human being on the planet, right? And one thing that I've noticed for myself too is that there are times in my life when maybe it's not the right diet for me. Whatever that might be for you, schedule-wise, stress levels, travel, whatever it might be, but there's times in your life where maybe keto is not the best for you right now, and that's fine. That's fine. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Educate yourself enough so you know what's going on, but also listen to your body to realize when maybe I'm pushing too much and I'm forcing it, and it's not the right time, or it's not the right diet for me right now, or ever, who knows. So that's number 2. Number 3, eating the wrong foods. And I don't mean foods that are not allowed on the ketogenic diet, or too many carbs or things like that. Yeah, because the idea is that staying within a keto diet is easy, right? You know what to eat, you eat that, that's fine. But what I mean by eating the wrong foods is that sometimes, I see this a lot, and it happened to me a lot, because people feel like they're limited on their choices. They eat everything that's allowed on the ketogenic diet. And one thing that we need to realize is that food intolerances are huge. And I know there's gonna be 2 sides to this, and I've heard different opinions on the ketogenic diet and gut health and food intolerances, right? But a lot of people are intolerant to eggs, A lot of people are intolerant to dairy or some nuts and some seeds or whatever. But because you feel like, okay, I need more protein, I need more fat, I need to hit my goal, I have to eat all those foods. You might be eating something that you're intolerant to. Right now, you'll be able to heal that intolerance, of course, as you heal your gut health. But maybe you're forcing your body to eat a lot of foods that you're not currently able to tolerate really well because you're in a strict ketogenic diet, right? I was eating a lot of eggs at one point, not a lot of them. I was eating eggs recently, and my body doesn't do well with eggs. But I felt like I wasn't hitting my protein goals, and I wanted the nutrients that the eggs had and more fat and this and that. And I wasn't doing well with that food, right? If you have more diarrhea or cramping or whatever might be going on, see if it's a specific food that is actually causing that. It might not be too much fat or too much this or too little of that. It might be that actual specific food. So just pay attention to your body and see how you feel. See how you feel after eating specific foods which you might actually have an intolerance to. So yeah, eggs and dairy are the big ones that I wanted to bring up. But let me know, I don't know, what's your opinion on that? I'm not an expert, I'm just sharing my experience and what I've seen in a lot of people that I talk to. 4, this one's huge. This one's huge. I did this recently too, that's why I'm making this video. Using the keto diet to fix a bad relationship with food. We know that on the ketogenic diet you don't have cravings, you don't have sweet cravings. That's incredible, amazing. When I did it the first time I was blown away because I thought it was BS, but that's what happened to me. I didn't have cravings, and I've struggled with cravings for a huge part of my life, but truly really struggled. I mean, bad cravings, and I can make other videos about that. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. But I really struggled pretty bad with cravings. So this last time it was getting kind of bad again because of a lot of things that were happening in my life. So I was like, you know what? Feels like a good time to do the ketogenic diet. Let's go back to it. And for other reasons, of course. But that was one of the reasons, if I'm honest enough with you, right? And with myself. But the thing is that that's kind of like putting a band-aid on the problem, on the wound, thinking that it's gonna fix it, but guess what? The wound is still there, right? So what's going on at a deeper level? What's going on emotionally that was causing me to eat so freaking much? What was going on emotionally that was causing me to think about food all the time and want like sweets and treats and things all the time? What was going on for me, right? If there's a deeper issue going on, I'm not saying that you can't do keto, because sometimes we get to a point that we need something to quote unquote fix that situation while we're working at a deeper level. But don't ignore the deeper things going on thinking that a diet is gonna fix it, right? What's going on at a deeper level? And not to be hard with yourself, not to judge yourself and criticize yourself, right? Just to be aware, right? Am I using a diet to fix an emotional thing that's going on, right? That was huge for me because that's how I used it this last time, to be honest, in a small percentage, but still there. So that was something for me to look at, so I invite you to look at that, right? 5, this one's huge for me too. I've made this mistake in the past, but I've learned. Number five, do not tell people who are not supportive that you're doing the ketogenic diet. Because people who don't get it, people who haven't looked at some research or ideas or haven't tried it, have experienced it, and people who have maybe the opposite point of view on diet and health, which is fine, they won't be supportive. They're gonna start telling you what you should and shouldn't do. Why are you doing this? If you have any a tiny percent of doubt within yourself that you should do this, or that you want to try it and you want to experience the benefits, then everything they're going to share with you is going to make you doubt your ideas even more. It's going to make you have more doubt of whether or not you should do it, right? Which is fine. We should take other people's opinions into account. But if you've decided you want to do this, right? If you know you want to at least try it once, or if you've done it in the past, you want to go back to it for the benefits that you've already experienced, then I invite you to not tell people who are not supportive of the diet that you're starting this diet. It's the same with fasting, like, right? Long fasts. I don't tell people anymore when I'm doing them. I tell people after I do them, because you start to get all the BS about what you shouldn't do it, and everyone's a scientist, everyone's a dietitian and a nutritionist, everyone's a trainer and a coach, everyone knows everything, but most people haven't tried it. So that's all I'm inviting you to explore and keep in mind when you're doing a ketogenic diet. When you're starting, once you're in it, that's fine. Once you're in ketosis and you feel great, then that's fine, because they can tell you whatever they want to tell you, but you know you feel great. But as you're going through the transition and maybe you don't feel amazing, you'll need all the support that you can get. So find that support, find the right people to share this with, right? Find communities, like find groups on Facebook. That's what I tried once. And find friends, or just comment below and support each other. Like, find ways that work for you. So believe me, save yourself that headache by not telling every single person that you're doing this diet. So those are 5 big ones that have helped me, well, that I've struggled with, and that I've come up with ways to make it easier for myself when I do that. So hopefully they help. Let me know below which one you prefer, which one you feel like will be most helpful, and let me know of other tips that you have, because I'm always love learning about new ideas and tips and things. And if you're struggling with any of these, let me know and I can make more videos. So comment below, let me know which one was your favorite, and make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook. Have an amazing day.